We have three anyway. विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदकप्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचरविनाशकरं नमामि मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनूमत्स्मरणात् भवेत् कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् मार्च 1 क्रोधिनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे शशिऋतौ फाल्गुणमासे शुक्लपक्षे द्वितीयातिथिः till just after noon 1:39 p.m. followed by तृतीयातिथिः स्थिरवासरः उत्तरभाद्रपद नक्षत्रं till 10:29 p.m. followed by रेवती नक्षत्रं which ends the cycle of the 27 nakshatras. शुभयोगः till almost 2:09 a.m. followed by Shukla Yoga. Kaulavakarnam again coinciding with the ending of the tithi till 1:39 p.m. followed by Taitila Karanam just after midnight followed by Gara Karanam. Sarvebhyaha Suprabhatam. Last time, this month, sorry, we had multiple interruptions due to my travel everywhere. I think we did till 31st sloka last time, where Bharata started from the 21st sloka. He started making, in Telugu we say Otlu. I think in Marathi also they say Shapat, I Shapat they say, which means if I do this, then may this happen to me, kind of a statements. In trying to unbear that indignancy, he was trying to convince Kausalya, saying, if anyone does it, or if Rama was sent, because of whose consent Rama would have left, may he face this sin, kind of Shapat's promises he keeps making. Not promise, I don't know in English what will be that word, but Ottu, that Shapat he keeps making. So we'll continue from there. Vishwasat kathitam kinchit.
विश्वासं कथितं किञ्चित्
Parivadam mitah kvachit.
परिवादं मितं क्वचित्
Vibrunotu sadushtatma.
विप्रुणोतु सदुष्टात्मा
Yasyaryonumatī gatah.
यस्यायो अनुमते गतः.
So yasya anumate aryaha gatah saha dushtatma vibrunotu. So each sin of what if you do this activity, what kind of sin you get, kind of a promise he makes. So he says, Vishwasat Kathitam, with utmost confidence, in confidentiality. If let us say, mitaha is rahasyam. If let us say if there was some undisclosable secret, that too parivadam, he says. Parivadam is, something wrong that you have done. Maybe aprakataniyam, something that you cannot disclose to others. You've done wrong, but you want to confess. I mean, you're not able to bear it within you. So as part of confessing, if you go and tell your friend that, hey, I did this wrong, don't tell anyone, but I'm unable to hold it within myself, so I'm telling you. If somebody confides in you and discloses so, and you go and narrate it to somebody else, leak that information, that is a papam. Good or bad, if somebody disclosed it with utmost confidence and you promise him that you will keep it secret, but you break that promise by disclosing it to somebody else, whatever is that sin, may that sin come to the guy who would have let Rama consciously leave the place. That means I have not. But if anybody, whoever has does it, let him get that sin, is how he's saying. Vishwasat kathitam kinchit mithaha parivadam kvachit sah dushtatma vivrunotu yasyaryanumate gataha. Akarta cha krutagnascha.
Akarta. Go ahead.
Sir. Akarta cha kritagnascha.
Tyaktatma nirapatrapaha.
Tyaktatma
Nirapatrapaha.
nirapatrapaha.
Loke bhavatu vidvishtaha.
Loke bhavatu vidvishtaha.
Yasyaryanumate gataha.
Yasyaryanumate gataha.
So akarta, akarta is, here the Bhashyam says, pratyupakara akarakaha. Somebody who does not respond back to a help done unto him is akarta. Akritagnyascha. Kritagnya, one who is aware of what is done to him, what good is done to him, what help is done to him, is kritagnya. Akritagnya, he is not aware. Pratyupakara vishayaka ajnanavan. Ajnanavan, he doesn't know. That means he is so ignorant that he doesn't even care who helped him. Even if he knows that somebody helped him, but he doesn't respond back when needed back to him. Such are the two types of fellows. Akarta cha akritagnyascha. And these two, especially nirapatrapaha. I mean, if they are mentally retarded and they don't do, that is different. But in Kanakadhara Stotram, this comes. Prematrapa pranihitani gatagatani maladrishor madhukariva mahotpaleya same shriyam dishatu sagara sambhavaya. Says, Prema Trapa, her two eyes were forming a garland of sights, the eyesight on the chest of Vishnu. What are those two? Prema Trapa. She wants to see him. Lakshmi wants to see him with all love. As soon as she gets, there is a contact with his eye, Trapa. Trapa is lajja, shyness. Immediately she brings back her sight, brings her sight away. Sees, brings back. Sees, brings back. So each of that sight is going and forming there like one flower. Again comes back, one more flower. Comes back, one more flower. And so many sights seem to be like a mala. Shankaracharya is a beyond imagination poet. In addition to devotee, in addition to leader, in addition to reformer, etc., etc. So, trapa is shyness. Apatrapaha is one who does not have shyness. He does not even feel shy. He does not, shameless, is apatrapaha. Nirapatrapaha, nihi, with absolute shameless, is nirapatrapaha. Why he is shameless? Because he Not only is he not aware of the help done to him, nor is he wanting to give back. So akarta cha akritagnyascha nirapatrapaha, such fellow, loke vidvishtaha, he will be hated by everyone. May he be hated by everyone. Loke bhavatu vidvishtaha tyaktatma, also he will be, what do you say, outcast. He will be outcast in the society. May he become an outcast in the society. May just as such a useless, dirty fellow, shameless fellow is outcast in the society, whoever let Rama go consciously may also face that sin. Akarta cha kritagnyascha yaktatma nirapatrapaha loke bhavatu vidvishtaha yasyaryo gataha. Putrairdaaraischa bhrutyaischa
पुत्रैर्दारश्च पुत्रैश्च
स्वगृहे परिवारितः
स्वगृहे परिवारितः
स एको मृष्टमश्नातु
स एको पृष्ठमस्तास्तु
यस्यार्योनुमते गतः.
यस्यार्योनुमते गतः.
So this is another sin. So each shloka is one what is called prohibited activity or prohibited practice, and hence a sin. One is saha ekaha mrishtam ashnatu. So mrishtam is abundant or delicious food, sumptuous food, as it is said in English. Sumptuous food, eko swadu na bhunjiyat, says Smriti. Best things should not be enjoyed alone. Whether typically for food it is said, but any happiness, everything it's always should be shared. Eko swadu na bhunjiyat. So ekaha mrishtam ashnatu na bhunjiyat. And here he is saying, may he eat alone, which means may he commit that sin of eating the best food, abundant food, delicious food, sumptuous food alone. In what conditions? Even though putraihi, daraihi, bhrutyaihi, swagrihe, parivaritaha, surrounded by, in the midst of sons, children, putraihi, daraihi, with his wife. Daraihi is nitya bahuvachanam, as I said. So with wives or wife. Putraihi, daraischa, bhrutyaihi. Bhrutyas are those whose burden he takes up. In certain slokas, we can see bhrutya used for children also. Because children also are his burden. He takes up their burden. The born ones, borne. So here it is servants, let us say. So he served such a rich fellow. He has servants, so many children, wife. In spite of that, parivaritaha, surrounded by them, around them, parivaritaha saha ekaha mrishtam ashnatu. Even then, may he end up eating alone. It is also two things. It is sad also. If you are with so much many people around, if you are still ending up eating alone, that is also sad situation. And it is also sin if you consciously do it. Helpless doing it is sad. Doing it consciously is a sin. So may he end up in such a sad situation or commit that sin, one who consciously sent my brother away, the noble Aryaha Anumate Gataha. So putraischa bhrutyaischa svagruhe parivaritaha. And in fact, the word parivara, even though we say family, and the literal meaning is pari is around, vara is surrounded or bordered by, fenced by, covered by. So parivaram is you have so many around you, that group which is around you, which is sort of forming a border, a line around you, is parivara. So by them parivaritaha, one who is surrounded by his children, his wife, his servants, but still eating alone, ending up eating alone, that sin may come to that fellow, whoever has let him go. That means, had I done it, let that sin come to me, is what he is implying there. Aprapya sadrushan daran.
अप्राप्य सदृशान् दारान्
Anapatyah pramiyatam.
अनपत्य प्रमीयताम्
Anavapya kriyam dharmyam.
अनवाप्य क्रियां धर्म्यां
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
यश आर्यो अनुमति गतः
Yasya anumate aryah gatah. Pramiyatam. May he die. Die in a very, in a what do you call, in a very worried some manner. Die with all that that worry, that what is it called in English? An adjective where, like Dasharatha died, for example, with that continuous worry. That is pramiyatam. With what worries? Sadrushan daran aprapya. Daran is wives. Having not found, obtained. Anava aprapya. Having not obtained a wife. What kind of a wife? Sadrushan. Sadrusha is similar. Similar means kula shiladina swatulyan. I mean, a matching in character, in family, in the abundance, in all aspects. A nice match. A nice match. Having unobtained, having not gotten, he waited his life. He keeps seeing one girl, no, didn't match. Sees another one, no, didn't match. No match, no match, no match. And he becomes old also because he's waiting for a right match. So aprapya, sadrushan daran aprapya. So he never got a wife. Now what happens? Anapatyaha. Apatyam is offspring. Anapatyah, one without an offspring, is apatyam is offspring. Anapatyam is no offspring. Anapatyah, one who does not have an offspring. So because he doesn't have a wife, he doesn't have a child, and if he doesn't have a child, he is worried. Arey, as he dies, who will take care of me? One, as he is growing old, his worry is, who will take care of me? When the death is coming nearby, and if he is dharmic, then his worry is, arey, who will give me the shraddha? Who will give me the that pindam? Who will offer the pindam, etc.? Is my audio and video going bad? Are you able to hear me continuously?
Yes, Ji.
yes
Okay. Because I see my video frozen.
Yeah, video sometimes is getting frozen, but audio is
Fine. Okay, good. So Anava, and so then what happens? Because you didn't get a good wife, you will not have children. Because you didn't have children, dharmyam kriyam anavapya. To do some dharma karyas, for example, if you want to do a yajna, you should have your wife with you. Dharma patni should be sitting next to you. Or if you are after your life, the dharma karyam for you is offering food, will be given by apatyam, by the children only. So dharmyam kriyam anavapya pramiyatam. May he die without being able to do the dharma karyas. Why? Because he does not have children to support him. Why? Because he didn't get a right matching wife. So if I or whoever has consciously let Rama to go to exile, may he obtain this sin, this piteous situation, life of not having gotten a good wife, and hence no children, and hence no one to take care of him, to let him do his dharma karyas. Matmana santatim drakshit.
Matmanas santatim drakshit.
Sveshu dareshu dukhitaha.
Sveshu dareshu dukkitaha.
Ayus samagramaprapya.
Ayus samagramaprapya.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
यस्य आर्यो न मते गतः.
Last time we counted how many Lavani? 10 or 11?
Last time 13, Bogaji.
13, huh?
1 3.
Okay. Then Vishwasat Kititam Kinchit Parivadam. That is the 14th one. Then Akarta Kritagnyascha Tyaktatma Nirapatrapaha Loke Bhavatu Vidvishtaha. 15. Putraihi Daraihi Bhutraischa Svagrihi Parivaritaha Saeko Mrishtamasnatu. 16. Aprapya Sadrushandara Nanapatya Pramiyatam Anavapya Kriyam Dharmyam. 17. Right?
Yes, Bogaji.
Please count. Let's see how many he such makes, how many promises he makes like that. So, ma atmanaha santatim drakshit. Let us say he found a good wife. Even if somebody found sadrusha daraha. Sveshu dareshu, in his own wife. Atmanaha santatim ma drakshit. Even if he got a good wife by whatever chance, may he not get children in his wife, with his wife. Such sin, so much of a pity one will face had he sent Rama to the exile consciously. Yasya Arya, Yasya Anumate, with whose permission, if Rama went, may he end up not having children, even if he had gotten a good wife. Sveshu dareshu atmanaha santatim ma drakshit, may he not see. And so what he'll be? He will be dukhitaha, always worried. Ayo, no children, no children, no children. And in this worry, ayuhu samagram, the entire age, entire life of his, may he end up crying that he didn't have children, even though he gotten a good wife. So, Sveshu dareshu atmanaha santatim madrakshit, ataha samagram ayuhu dukkhitaha aprapya yasyaryo namate gataha. Having not obtained these children, entire life he will keep crying, and may such situation, may that be the result of that one may face, whoever has let Rama go with his permission to the exile. So this is 18, huh? Yeah, that was 18th one. Rajastri Bala Vruddhanam Vade Yat Papamuchyate Bhrutyatyage cha yat papam tat papam pratipajyatam. So we can add 18, 19, 20 like that also, or entire sloka you can quote. But here, vadha is killing. Killing certain ones especially is lot more sin. Who Raja Vadhaha, you should never kill your king. You should never hurt the king, because as long as king is there, the nation is protected, the state is protected. So king should not be killed. Rajavadhaha. Then Stri Vadhaha, woman should never be hurt. Forget killing. So Stri Vadhaha. Bala, even children also should never be hurt and killed. Vruddhanam, also similarly, elderly people also should not be hurt and killed. So Raja, Stri, Bala, Vruddhanam Vadhe Yat Papam Uchyate, whatever is the sin that is popularly, that is told, that is considered to be the sin, whatever is the sin considered to be the sin that one obtains when you kill the king or a woman or a child or an elderly person. Also, the sins that might come, Bhrutya Tyage, Bhrutya is your worker, your servant. And here especially it says, Aparadha Rahita Samichina Sevaka Tyage. Sevaka, your servant, your worker, your employee, your maid, etc. Who is Aparadha Rahita. They have not committed anything wrong. They have not done any sin, committed any crime or fault. They are not at fault. Samichina, and they are appropriate. In fact, they are doing good job. But just in the name of profits, you lay them off. So layoffs is the biggest sin of the corporates, especially of those who are not non-performing. Well, non-performing, you leave, that's okay. That's a different thing. But otherwise, you just lay off for the sake of profit. That is bhrutyatyage chayat papam tat papam pratipadyatam. May he obtain that sin, which one gets when you let go of your best employees or faultless employees, or when one kills, king, woman, child, or elderly person. May such sin come to me. Lakshaya madhumamsena
लाक्षया मधुमांसेन
lohena cha vishena cha
लोहेन विषेण च
sadaiva bibhruyat bhrutyan
सदैव बिभृतात् नित्रां
yasyarionumati gatah.
यस्यार्योनुमते यतः.
So bibhruyat means one who bears, one who takes care of. If one who takes care of his bhrutyan, his dependents, dependents can be his own employees or wife, etc., children, family, friends, etc. All these are bhrutya. Bhrutya is yasya bharam vahati sah bhrutya. Bharta bhrutya. Bharta is one who is bearing the burden. Bhrutya is one whose burden is being borne by somebody else. So bhrutyan sadaiva bibhruyat. May he end up taking care of his dependents by the income of lakshaya. Lakshaya is laksha gruham, we say, right? In Bharatam, Pandavas, laksha gruham. Laksha is that lakhs, it is called. That material which is
Lakka in Telugu.
Huh?
Lakka in Telugu.
Lakka in Telugu. Yeah. Laksha. So trading laksha material is in fact another sin, is a prohibited sin, is a prohibited material. Only by political or FBI, CIA, only those people can use it because it is politically required. But for ordinary traders, ordinary people, you should not trade laksha material. So lakshaya or madhu. Unfortunately, again, liquor should not be sold by the government or anybody. Liquor can be served for those who require as a different purpose, but it should not be the trade means. So madhu, mamsam also should not be traded, should not be sold. If you need, you kill it, you eat it, that is different. But
madhu is also
you should not kill it and trade. Huh?
Madhu can be honey.
Madhu can be honey, but madhu here it means because these are prohibited things, right? Honey sale is not prohibited. But madhu here is liquor, wine, liquor, etc. So lakshaya madhumamsena lohena cha vishena cha. Loham is iron. I do not know exactly what is the prohibition, what is the reason of prohibition of loha vikrayam or vishena with poison. Now, poison also should not be traded. Poison can be made by those required labs, etc., for their usage, but it should not be traded. Poison also. So, any income. So, what he says is lakshadi nishiddha kraya vikrayadi labdha dravyadina bhrutyan bhartavyan putradin sadaiva vibhruyat. One should never end up getting resources and money to run his family by the sale and trading of these materials. May he end up in running his family dependents with the income of the trading of these prohibited materials. May such sin be obtained. Had he consciously let Rama go, with his permission. Sangrame samupodhe cha.
Sangrame samupode cha.
Shatrupaksha bhayankare.
Shatrupaksha bhayankare.
Palayamano vadhyeta.
Palayamano vadhyet.
Yasyaryo numati gatah.
Yasharyo numati gatah.
So, Palayamanaha is one who is running away, meaning can't face the situation and runs away. He should generally be sympathized. Arre, poor fellow, he's running away. Shatrupaksha bhayankare, in the enemy side, that too very strong and notorious army on the enemy side. Sangrame, in a war facing such a tough enemy. Samupodhe, having reached there nearby, having faced him, and bhayankare, in that fear, palayamanaha, if he is running back, vadhyeta, may he be killed. If by killing such a person, you end up obtaining unpardonable sin. If somebody is, you should never run behind and kill. You should only kill one who faces and fights you and is about to kill you in defense or whatever, you can kill him. But he's running away, you should not kill him. So, palayamanaha vadhyeta yasyaryo numati gataha. The sin of one who kills, being strong also. I mean, helpless and you kill to protect yourself in defense is different thing. You're strong and then you still kill somebody who's running away, being unable to face you in the war. Whatever is the sin, may that sin come to that person, whoever has, and with whose permission Rama had to leave for forest. Kapalapani prithivim.
Kapalapanih prithivim.
Atatam chira samvrataha.
Atam chira samvrataha.
Bhikshamano yathonmattaha.
Bhikshamano yathonmattaha.
Yasyaryo gatah.
Yasyaryo namate gatah.
May he end up wandering. Atatam. Atanam is wandering, moving. Atatam. Prithivim atatam. May he end up wandering the earth all around. Chira samvrataha. Chira here is malinam jirna vastram, torn rags. May he end up roaming, wandering in rags. The earth. May he wander the earth in rags. And kapalapanihi, carrying a skull in his hand for bhiksha. Means bhikshamanaha, seeking alms, seeking begging. Yatha unmattaha, just as a crazy fellow. He doesn't know how he is dressed, he doesn't know what he is carrying, he doesn't know what he is asking. Unmattaha, unconscious, crazy fellow. May he end up wandering the earth in rags with this skull in his hand and unconscious crazily, had he let Rama go with his permission to forest. Madhya prasakto bhavatu.
Madhya prasakto bhavatu.
Strishvaksheshu cha nityashah.
Trishvaksheshu cha
Nityashah.
nityashah.
Kamakrodha vibhutascha.
Kamakrodha vibhutascha.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasyaryo nrupate gatah.
So, yasya anumate aryah gatah saha madhya prasaktah bhavatu. May he become intoxicated, or may he become, what is it? Used to, addicted. May he become addicted to liquor. Madhya prasaktah bhavatu. And may he be also addicted to stree, to all women, to prostitutes, etc., for womanizing. Aksheshu, aksha is eyes. Eye is also another word, another synonym used there to say dice. Dice has 3 eyes. Kannulu we say, 3 kallu, 4 kallu. So each dot on the dice, on each side of the dice, is eye. So aksha is dice. may he get addicted to dice, means may he get addicted to gambling. That means these are the ones by which one gets ruined, loses peace, loses his wealth, loses happiness. So madhya prasaktaha, stri prasaktaha, aksheshu prasaktaha, nityashaha, continuously addicted, not going there once in a while when you go to Las Vegas, but nityashaha, always continuously addicted to these and ruining himself. Not only these external ones, also kama krodha abhibhutaha. May he be, may he become one with desires and having unattained, being unable to obtain those desires, getting annoyed and frustrated. Krodha, anger. Kama krodha abhibhutaha nityashaha madhyaprasaktaha strishvaksheshu cha bhavatu. May he become one, ending up like that. Masma dharme manobhuyat.
मास्मदर्शी मनो भूयात्
Adharmam sa nishevatam.
अधर्मं स निषेवताम्
Apatravarshi bhavatu.
अपात्रवर्षी भवतु
Yasyaryo gatah.
यस्यार्ये नुमते गतः.
So also, may he end up ma dharme manaha bhuyat. May he not end up with his mind in dharma. May his mind never end up in dharma. Because if your dharmic, if you are conscious, if your mind always thinks of dharma, first thing is one is happy because you are not doing anything wrong. So you will never end up worried, looking around, will I be caught or will I be jailed? No such worry, because you are always doing dharma. You will sleep happily, they say. Gundami chai veskani sleep, we say. Keep your hand, one can nicely keep his hands on his heart and sleeps. In Telugu we say, that is a saying, to say confidently sleep. So if you are in dharma, you are happy, you are confident, you are happy. Adharmam nishevatam. May his mind not want to do dharma. That means may he keep serving nishevatam. May he keep attending adharma activities. If he attends adharma activities, that day onwards his ruin starts. From both points. He knows for himself he is adharma and so he is ruining. Two, his peace is lost. Because once you are into adharma, you lost your peace. Because you are always worried, always, oh my God. For example, you take corruption. You're always looking around. Is anybody looking? Is any CCTV looking? Or you kill somebody. Oh my God, you have to constantly protect yourself from any evidences. Oh my God, if anybody questions, oh, is he questioning me about that only? So that constant worry, adharma activity will invariably make one worried every moment. And so they drink then and do all those other activities to forget, to lose that consciousness of checking yourself constantly. So adharmam nishevatam dharme manaha ma bhuyat sma. Ma bhuyat. Not only that, and because of this adharma, what happens? Apatravarshi bhavatu. Yeah, you would have made wealth because of this adharma. So now you want to donate or you want to give away. In giving away, what you do, you end up apatravarshi. Apatradanam mahapapam, we say. If you give donation to undeserving, non-deserving people, entities, that itself is a papam, is a sin. You should only give to those who deserve, those who are in need of it. Otherwise, it is adharmam. For example, in Hyderabad those days, when 2008 to 15, those 7 years, anytime I drive, at every junction where you have red lights, you will see these dressed black robe on their head, poor like this, they will act poor and beg and all. First several times I was like a fool or like innocently, I would, oh, give money, give money, give money. Later when I saw and I realized, I mean, how did I get convinced? Even now, how did I get convinced? If you are really in need of money, I mean, if you're really in need of hunger, then I started offering fruit. I would always carry a banana and some apples in the car. If anybody asks, I'll give it. No, give me money. For that itself is a sign that this fellow is not a sincere guy. He's not a patre. He's a patra. And second one is, if you are in need of real money, go sit near a temple, no? Go sit near a shelter. Why do you want to stand at the junction, at the intersection of lights? That means you found that as a good market to earn begging, earn alms there. So they are the worst guys. We should never give them, not even food. No food, no money also to them. If you really want, go to a temple and get food there where there's Annadanam, or there will be some good dharmic guy, he will give you some money there. Never stand at these intersections and act all these things. So those are the apatras. So if you end up giving to such apatra varsham, that means you end up continuously donating to undeserving fellows and end up being a sinner. So dharme manah na bhavati, and so adharmam nishevati, and so apatra varsham karoti. Yaha yasya anumate aryah gataha. Sanchitanyasya vittani
Sanchitanasya vittani
vividhani sahasrashah
vividhani sahasrasha
dasyubhir vipralupyantam
dashubhi vipralupyatam lupyantan
yasyaryo numate gatah.
yasharyo namate gata.
So sanchitam is saved. Sanchitani, several savings that you have. You have saved several things. What? Vittani, several kinds of wealth. Vittam is wealth. Vittam tena vinodaya. Yallabhate nija dharmopattam. Vittam tena vinodaya chittam, says Shankaracharya already in Bhajagovindam. Vinodaya, enjoy. Hey mind, hey my mind, hey my heart, you enjoy that wealth. Yat dharma upattam, that which wealth, that which came through dharma. Dharmic means enjoy with that, however little you might have gotten. Yallabhate, yat labhate dharmopattam vittam tena vinodaya chittam. Similarly here, vittani, vividhani vittani sahasrashah, in thousands, in abundant numbers of wealth that you have accumulated, sanchitani, that you have saved. Dasyubhihi, dasyu is here choraihi, by thieves. Vipralupyantam, lupyantam, lopa is loss. Lupyantam, may it be lost. How? Pralupyantam, pra is one, may it be gone, may it be gone entirely. Visheshanam, vi again another prefix. Vi pralupyantam, may it be entirely be lost by dasyubhihi, be stolen by dasyus. May they come and not just steal. It seems they say, right, when they mug up, they will also beat you. May they shoot you also. So may that fellow be mugged up so bad and hard, and entire wealth that he has saved for life be snatched, stolen away, had he permitted Rama to leave for the forest. And some more sense. Ubhe sandhye shayanasya.
Ube
Ubhe
sandhe
sandhe
shayanasya
Yat papam parikalpyate
yat papam parikalpyate
Taccha papam bhavet tasya
Taccha papam bhavet tasya
yasyaryo numate gatah.
yasyaryo numate gataha. So
So,
this ending yasyaryo numate gataha is repeated.
yes, that is a makutam in a way.
So what is that indicating?
It is the poetry, right? Poetry style is, so for example, in a drama, if I speaking very cryptic or very with limited words is when you want to really document or something, right? But in drama, you want it a lot more elaborated. So that means you will have to keep repeating that. अगर मेरे वजह से राम आ गया तो ये पाप मुझे लगेगा, अगर वो जो पाप लगा मुझे भी लगना चाहिए अगर रामा मुझे मेरे वजह से गया, ये पाप मुझे लगना चाहिए अगर रामा मेरे वजह से गया, वो पाप मुझे लगना, like that you keep repeating. The repetition is to emphasize that had it happened, had it been because of me, may I get that. Had it been because of me, may I get that. Like that.
Okay.
In some of the presidential speeches also you will hear. They'll keep repeating that. That's an oratory skill. Yeah. So, ubhe sandhye shayanasya. This is another sin. Sandhya, pratah sandhya, sayam sandhya. In both of these times, these are meant for upasana. Because those are very powerful or efficient times when one obtains results very quickly for whatever he practices. Typically, upasana is for Bhagavad Upasana, etc. Right? Sandhya Vandanam, etc. is Sandhya Upasana happens then. So, Ubhe Sandhya, both in Pratah Sandhya and Sayam Sandhya, if one is Shayanaha, if he is sleeping or nicely lying on the bed, enjoying watching TV or eating popcorn instead of doing some upasana that time, that is the sin. So, tat papam parikalpyate, yat papam parikalpyate, whatever sin is set, designed to be ordered for somebody who is not doing upasana and relaxing in the two sandhyas, tat papam cha bhavet tasya yasya arya anumate gataha. May he get that sin of not doing upasana in both sandhya times, which is prescribed, had he let Rama go with his permission. Yadagnidayake papam.
Yadagnidayake papam.
Yat papam guru talpage.
Yat papam guru talpate. Talpage.
Mitra drohe cha yat papam.
Mitra drohe cha yat papam.
Tat papam pratipadyatam.
Tat papam pratipadyatam.
So, some more sins, 3 more sins. Agnidayake papam. There is another pathantra for Agnidahaka, setting fire. Setting fire on somebody else's property, which we know, all those, demons who have done it in the mid-century, millennia of this year in our country, etc. Even now, if you set fire on anybody's property, on anything, that is a highest sin. Agnidayake yat papam guru talpage. Guru's bed, talpa is bed. Guru's bed should be a worshipable, adorable thing. We should never get and sit on his bed or sleep on his bed. So that is Guru Talpagam is another papam. And third one is Mitra Droham. We should never do Mitra Droham. Mitra Labham, Mitra Bhedam. Those two in Panchatantras. Right? Similarly, Mitra Droham is a sin. Never we should betray the friend. Somebody who trusts us, never should we betray. Mitra Drohi cha yat papam, tat papam pratipadyatam. May he be given that sin of setting somebody else's property on fire or setting ablaze things, burning buses, for example, in dharnas. in this, what is it? What is it called? Stage protest. What is it? I forgot. In India, what is it called?
Dharna,
Strike.
street protest.
Strike. While
Strike,
striking,
street
first thing they do is burn the buses. Oh my God. What papam that is. Nobody realizes. Because we are uneducated, just living creatures. We meaning such people. So they don't know how. If they read this, then they will know, "Arey, we should never set anything on fire. That to public property. Bus, how can you set it on fire?" So Agnidayake yat papam, Gurutalpage yat papam, Mitradrohe cha yat papam, tat papam pratipadyatam. And then some more sins. Devatanam Pidrunancha.
Devatanam
Devatanam
Pitrunam cha
Pitrunam cha
Mata Pitros Tathaivacha.
Mata Pitros Katoivacha
Masma Karshit Sasusrusham
Masma Kashit Sasusrusham
Yasyaryo Numati Gata.
Yasyamrionumate Gatha.
So some more sins. May those sins attack him had he permitted Rama to live. And what are they? One is Devatanam Susrusham. Devatanam, service to gods. Pitrunam, service to ancestors. Mata Pitroho, and service to very parents, existing living parents. Susrusham, Ma Sma Karshit. May he not end up serving. May he not end up serving. Even if he wants to, may he lose opportunities to serve. Is a sin. So that he'll end up with that sin. Even if he didn't want to and doesn't do, that is anyway sin. Even if he wants to, and if he loses the opportunity to serve, he is still ending up in a sin. So, Devatanam, Pitrunam, Mata Pitroho Tathaiva Cha Susrusham Ma Smakarshit. May he not end up serving the parents, ancestors, and gods. And that sin may afflict this fellow, whoever has permitted Rama to leave. Which means, had I permitted, may I get that? And I'm sure I have not. I'm not the reason for it. Satam lokat satam kirtyaha.
Satam lokat satam kirtya
Sanjushtat karmanastatha.
Sanjustat karmanastha
Tatha.
Karmanastatha.
Karmanastatha.
Yeah, karmanastatha.
Bhrashyatu kshipramadhyaiva.
Brashyatu kshipramadhyeva
Yasyaryo numati gatah.
Yasharyo anumati gatah.
So, lokat, satam lokat, satam kirtyaha sanjushtat, karmanaha cha tatha. So, satam lokat sanjushtat, satam kirtyaha karmanaha kshipram adyaiva bhrashyatu. May one's affinity or association with the good worlds, with the worlds of good people. Satam lokaha. Yes, good people is Svargalokam, etc. Or good companies, good people around, good organizations like our Sangha, etc. Satam lokat bhrashyatu. May he be abandoned from that good circles. Satam kirtyaha karmanaha. Also, if one is doing those activities which gives good name and fame. For example, you are doing Annadanam, you are doing Vidyadanam, you are doing Seva, whatever, forest, what is it? Highway cleanup. What is it called? Freeway, or the highways that we clean up here, we put the board there, right? And that freeway, highway cleanup.
Adopt a mile.
Huh?
Adopt a mile.
Adopt a mile. Yeah, the adopt a mile service. All that goodness that you get by doing these, may that bhrashyatu, may that get blasted, or may that get vanished away. Kshipram, instantly. Kshiprachala we say, right? Run quickly, instantly. Kshipram, adyaiva, today itself, may it instantly vanish and, dissolve all that good fame that you would have gotten by being associated with good worlds, good organizations, and with good activities. May all that be lost for that fellow who's had permitted Rama to go away. May it happen to me. So much sins he's listing. Apasya matru susrusham.
Apasya matru susrusham.
Anarthe sovatishtatam.
Anarthe vasishtatam.
Dirghabahur mahavakshaha.
Dirghabahu mahavaksha.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasya anumate dirghabahuhu mahavakshaha gatah saha matru susrusham apasya. Upasya is upasanam. Apasya is away from. Apa is either away or against. Artham, apartham. You understand? Misunderstand. Similarly, upasya. Upasya is upasanam kritva. Apasya, upasanam akritva. Which means not only, if you don't do is one sin, but you do against it is further horrible sin. So apasya is that. Matru susrusham apasya, by doing harm to your mother instead of serving her. Anarthe, whatever blunder that you, or whatever.
Don't understand that.
Yeah.
Anartha is what do you call in that situation of that situation of sin, let us say. Anarthe matru susrusham apasya anarthe saha avatishtatam. Tishtatam is may he stay. Avatishtatam, may he fall into that dreadful situation of doing anti-service to your mother. Had he let Dirghabahu, this mighty, strong, long-armed, Mahavakshaha, wide-chested, Aryaha, the noble Rama, Anumate gataha. Bahuputro daridrascha.
Bahuputro daridrascha.
Jvara roga samanvitaha.
Jvara roga samanvitaha.
Sabhuyat satatam kleshi.
Sabhuyat satatam kleshi.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasyaryo nupate gatah. Nupate gatah.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
So, again, some more, horrible situations. Bahuputraha, several children, but daridrascha. You see? What is happening to my memory? Gandhari, yeah, Yudhishthira, no. Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra also had 101 children, but he's not Daridra. He was at least, he can afford. He's king, emperor, so he could afford. But imagine Kuchela kind of a person. Kuchela is a wrong example here, is a noble person. But somebody who can't afford but has so many children. Bahuputraha, but Daridraha. Why is he Daridra or added to Daridra even if he wanted to go work and earn some money? Jvara roga samanvitaha, always suffering with disease. Jvara, fever, roga, always suffering with disease. So he has to continuously take medical leave to end up working in non-paid leaves. And so no income, but such a big family to take care of. Sabhuyat satatam kleshi. May he end up in always this complex, unsolvable situations. Yasyaryo numate gataha. Asham ashamsamananam
आशामाशं समानानां
deenanam urdhvachakshusham
दीनानाम् ऊर्ध्वचक्षुषाम्
ardhinam vitatham kuryat
अर्थिनां वितथां कुर्यात्
yasyaryo numate gatah.
यस्यार्यो नमते गतः.
This is a lot more betrayal. Not betrayal, but disappointments. May he end up in these disappointments of unhappiness. What is it? Asham samananam. Asham samanaha is one who is narrating or expressing. Asham samananam, Shashti Bahuvachanam, of several of those people who are wanting to express asham, their desire, their wish. Of what? Of achieving, of asking, of seeking something. And so when you are seeking, you are deenanam, such people who are piteous, who are very unhappy, deenanam. And so they are, when you are seeking, you are always looking up. You are maybe kneeling down and he's standing up, so you are looking up. Urdhva chakshusham, with your eyes looking up to those potentially who might give you, who might answer your prayers, who might answer your requests, who might successfully respond to your requests. Looking up to them, arthinam, of those seekers. Vitatham kuriyat, he will listen. So sometimes when I was reading, even I do up. You are walking near the temple itself. From the temple you are coming out. One person you will give, second person you will give. Then everybody is looking up, looking up, looking up. You can't avoid the sight. You see at them and you run, you walk away. That is vitatham kuriyat. Vitatham is nishphalam. They are hoping, hopefully, with all eager, they are seeking your favor and expressing that asha. Of let us say, if somebody is seeking a job, an asha, he is seeking a job. Somebody is seeking some money, somebody is seeking some other favor. But with lot of anxiety or eagerness, hope, optimism, they are seeking. And one who ends up disappointing them by not giving, by not paying attention, by not heeding to their requests, that is itself is another sin. May he end up disappointing those who are seeking favor, help from you, had he permitted Rama to go. So, can you imagine a text like this anywhere else, which lists so many do's and don'ts of various aspects? We have also seen Arajaka Varnanam, how a state which is unruled, or how anarchious state. There also he listed so many examples of symptoms of anarchy in a state. Similarly, now here, so many sins. Ramayanam is this. It is a text of knowledge. It is a text of science. It is a text of life lessons. Drama, story, we can complete it in one session. But that is not kotte, katte, kotte, teche. They say in 3 words you can finish Ramayanam. Katte, kotte, teche. But that is not what we want to watch Ramayanam for. We are studying it to learn these lessons and to broadcast these lessons to the world. That, hey, this is this great text. Is there anyone else, any other text like this? Learn from this text. Let's form a great dharmic world so that none of these sins will be committed. Even if anybody is committing, they can be punished. Mayaya ramatam nityam.
Mayaya ramtam nityam.
Parushah pishuno suchi.
Parushah pishuno suchi.
Rajnyo bhitastva dharmatma.
Rajnyo bhitastva dharmatma.
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasharyo anumate gatah.
So, nityam parushah. Somebody who is always harsh, You do anything, he will be criticizing, he will be cursing, he will be scolding. क्या रे क्या नहीं किया क्या ऐसे ही करते क्या, such continuously finding faults with us, harsh. Then Pishunaha. Pishunaha is misery fellow. Pishunam. Not only is he scolding you continuously, and finally when it comes to the paying you at the end of the month, he will cut. This day you came 1 hour late. This work you didn't do correctly. Cut. Pishunaha, misery. Ashuchi he. And he will, and he himself is untidy and always put us in untidy situations. So Ashuchihi, Mayaya Ramatam, may you end up in such situations, and or may you end up being that fellow who is being harsh, who is misery, who is untidy, and by what is wrong with this being that you are actually saving your money, you are not hurt, right? But such fellows will be Rajyaha Bhitaha, because he is Adharmatma. We said, right? Anytime you are Adharma, you are constantly worried, constantly fearful, constantly scary. So, Rajyaha Bhitaha Adharmatma Yasyaryo Namate Gataha. You end up being Adharmatma because of these, and so constantly worried and looking out to protect yourself. Rajyaha Bhitaha. It's 8:34. There is actually 13 more shlokas. What do we do? That requires another 15 minutes.
Amazing text.
Do we have time?
Okay, Fahmi Bagaji.
Let's try, yeah.
And
Rutusna-
may I request others who are not repeating the shloka to go on mute? Ji?
Rutusnatam Satim Bharyam
ऋतुस्नातां सतीं भार्यां
ऋतुकालानुरोधिनीं
ऋतुकालानुरोधिनीम्
Ativarteta Dushtatma
अतिवर्तेत दुष्टात्मा
Yasyaryo Numate Gatah.
यस्यारुमते गतः.
So one more sin. Rutusnatam Satim Bharyam. Either after menstrual bath, snanam after the menstruation, after those 3-4 days. Again, this is of the old days. Nowadays we have all the what is it? Diapers, napkins. But even then, women are weak that time. I mean, they have their troubles. So Rutusnatam Satim Bharyam. Rutukaalanurodhinim. And so because of that time, their moods will be different. They will be undergoing that pain. So they might give some resistance also. So Rutukaalanurodhinim Bharyam, Rutusnatam Satim. And immediately after that cycle also, just it will take a few days to recover, to come out of that and become a normal, happy lady. Such woman, Ativarteta Dushtatma, who will dishonor, who will not understand that wife's situation, is a Dushtatma. May he become a Dushtatma, may he end up Ativarteta, may he trespass the respect to be honored to that woman and end up being a bad, cruel guy, had he permitted Rama to go. So another sin here. That means we should respect women in those period cycles and give them, in fact, a lot more love and care and let them rest those times. So that is how our culture had always been. Things have changed now. Now, they don't. Even then, I think they would still have pain. We should respect them when they let us know at least. So if we don't, we will become Dushtatma. And that papam is equivalent to sending Rama away with our own permission into forest. Dharmadaran parityajya.
Dharmadaran parityajya.
Paradaran nishevatam
Paradaran Nishevatam
tyakta dharma ratir mudha
Tyakta Dharma Ratir Mudaha
yasyaryo numate gatah.
Yasyaryo Nupate Gataha.
So again, some more sins. What is it? Dharma daran parityajya, by giving away, by giving, by going away from, by giving away, by diversing dharma daran, dharma patni. Dara is wife patni. So by giving up your dharma patni and paradaran nishevatam, one who ends up with somebody else's wife, somebody else's woman. Dharmadaran parityajya paradaran nishevatam tyakta dharmaha. Obviously, he is one who has abandoned dharma. Tyakta dharmaha ratihi mudhaha, into this lust, and so blindfolded into this lust of other woman and giving up your own wife. Enjoying with other woman is one level of fun, but to enjoy that you give up your own woman is worst, further worst. That is again as per those times and protocols. So tyakta dharma yasyaryo numate gataha, may he end up becoming that fellow whose sin is who is a sinner like that. Vipralupta prajatasya
विप्रलुप्त प्रजातस्य
dushkrutam brahmanasya yat
दुष्कृतं ब्राह्मणस्य यत्
tadeva pratipadyeta
तदेव प्रतिपद्येत
yasyaryo numate gatah.
यशार्यो अनुमते गतः.
So brahmanasya yat dushkrutam, brahmana should never commit anything wrong. May he end up committing these wrongs, because of which vipralupta prajatasya, because of which he has lost his own children. Prajataha, praja is your own children. Prajataha is your own praja, born of you. Vipraluptaha, having lost them. So may he end up doing such bad activities because of which he will even lose his own children. May such sin afflict that guy, whoever had permitted Rama to go to forest. Paniya dushake papam
पानीयदूषके पापं
tathaiva vishadayake
तथैव विशदायके
yattadekassa labhatam
यत्तदेकः स लभताम्
yasyaryo numate gatah.
यस्यार्यो नमते गतः.
So two more sins here. Paniya dushakam, polluting waters, drinking water or any water. So imagine how much of the sin we are committing. Went to Kashi, we were sitting for that Aarti on the Dashashvamedha Ghat. Full of rush. I mean, so many foreigners also were in that rush. They were also getting crushed and, moved as they keep moving, coming down those steps, trying to find their places. But while at one hand we are trying to do Arati to Ganga, saying, "Oh Mata, you are so pure, you make us pure, you are Pavakaha, Pavani. You are Pavani, you are Pavaki. You make us pure, because you are pure." So much of praises we are doing. And behind I see boats going, and that too not hand-rowed boats. If a hand-rowed boat, there is no pollution. There is not so much of a pollution. But these motor fueled boats, that means how much of diesel, petrol, all that unwanted thing goes into it. I don't know. On one hand, we say tourism has to be encouraged, so all of that. But hey, we are Paniya doshakam, Ganga doshakam, Paniya doshakam papam, tathaiva vishadayake, also in giving poison. So if you are corrupting waters Ganga, you cannot be drinking that Ganga anymore, at least there, with all these boats and all going, and people are throwing their water bottles. They eat some popcorn, throw away the plastic bag in that Ganga. All that doshakam is papam. Tathaiva vishadayake yat tad ekaha salabhatam. May he obtain the sins of both poisoning and polluting water together. Ekaha. Together may he get that sin. Not two separate sins. Get sin together and be punished to the extent, to the utmost extent. May he get that sin had he permitted Rama to go to forest. Brahmanayodhyatam pujam
ब्राह्मणायोध्यतां पूजां
vihantu kalushendriyaha.
विहन्तु कलशेन्द्रियः
Balavatsam cha gam dogdhu
बालवत्सां च गां दोग्धुं
yasyaryo gatah.
यस्यार्योनुमते गतः.
We are not counting, but so many sins. Don'ts. If we can list all these don'ts and publish them. So, Brahmanaya Udyatam Pujam, whatever services, whatever treatment, whatever, what is it called? Reception, welcome, treatment is set aside for a learned, good scholar, wisely man. Kalushendriyaha saha vihantu. May this fellow, whoever has permitted Rama to go, end up destroying everything that is set aside to offer as a service to a great person, to a noble person. May he become Kalushendriyaha. May he become corrupted guy, that he goes, he doesn't see that, hey, this is set for a sadhuji that is coming. It is set for a great person that is coming to our home. May he end up going, kick that plate off, for example. End up doing such wrong sin. Had he sent away Rama with his own permission. Similarly, Balavatsam chagam dogdhu. May he end up milking the motherly cow who just had a calf, who just had a child. Normally, when you have child, at least for a few days, we should not drink that milk. We should let the child drink that milk, get that initial strength. After that, we can share. Let calf drink a little, and then once the mother is, her milk is oozing, then you slowly take the calf away and drink the remaining milk. All that is gone. Now everything is machines, and blood also comes. I don't know which world we are living in, but at least we can see such girls in California. Here also there are, but because my Sambandhi, who is also a Swayamsevak, Ramanji, he visits. It's a routine, part of his routine. Every Saturday, he lives in Pleasanton, goes to Dublin, where there is a one of the ISKCON devotees run Goshala, and I went there. They name each cow Sharada, Ganga, Saraswati, and males are Ishvara, Nandi, Shambhu, like that. And they are treated with so much love. So he goes and serves. It's a routine of him. Just like 2 hours Shaka, 2 hours Saturday, he does this seva to them. So he tells, they treat them with so much love and all. They follow all these rules. When the child calf is drinking, they will let it drink sufficiently and then take care of only. So yeah, there are still good places where this dharma is followed. But Balavatsam chagam dogdhu, may he end up milking a mother cow which has a calf waiting for that milk. That means may he end up committing that sin. Had he let Rama go with his own permission. 846. Yeah, 7 more shlokas will complete quickly. Trishnartham sati paniye.
Trishnartham sati paniye.
Vipralambhena yojayet.
Vipralambhena yojayan.
Yojayan. Labheta tasya yat papam.
Labhetasya yat papam.
Yasyaryo numate gataha.
Yasaryo numate gataha.
Another sin is, especially those who are thirsty. You should never You should never not feed them. If you know somebody is thirsty, immediately give water. Water is the ultimate thing that you can give. Water, then food. So first thing is water. So Trushnartham, those who are thirsty, Trishna, thirsty. Trushnartham sati, those who are being thirsty. Paniye, in water. Vipralambhena yojayan. If somebody is delaying giving water, and we see these dirty Western rules of those tyrant rules, Greeks, Romans, British, all of them, right? Slavery, Egyptians, slash them. They are thirsty, waiting for water. Even if they get some cup of water and they are drinking, you hit that cup with your shoe. And one of the popular scene is also of Jesus. And Jesus is trying to drink water and these fellows hit it, right? So from there to, because that is their culture. So that sin. Krishnartham sati paniye vipralambhena yojayet labhet tasya yat papam. May he obtain that papam yasyaryo namate gataha. So that also we should not do. Bhaktya, and this is yet another most important one for even these times. Bhaktya vivadamaneshu.
Bhaktya
Bhaktya
vivadamaneshu
vividamaneshu
Suprabhajaya. Margamashritya pashyataha.
margamashritya
Pashyataha.
pashyatah
Tasya papena yujyeta.
tasya papena yujyeta
Yasyaryo numate gatah.
yasya aryo numate gatah.
So bhaktya vivadamaneshu. Vivadamaneshu means those who are engaged in vivadam. Vivadam is arguments, debate. Bhaktya. One explanation given here is Bhaktya Shiva Vishnavadi Devata Bhaktyam. In those arguments of Shiva, Vishnu, Shaivas and Vishnus, for example, debating. Or, let's say, similarly, any other debates that happen of two genuine, sincerely arguing, debating parties. Bhaktya Vivadamaneshu Margam Ashritya Pashyataha. You end up going there. You know what is real. So it's a very detailed bhashyam given here. I'll read it. Bhaktya Shiva Vishnuadi Devata Bhaktyam Bhaktya Tam Tam Swamargam Tad Upodbalaka Shaivadi Shastram Ashritya Vivadamaneshu Satsu Tvamapi Tvanmarge Prabalaha Anyopi Anyasmin Marge. You are strong in your path. The other guy is also strong in the other path. Sarvasya cha margasya tattat adhikarya anugrahartham Ishvara pranitatva visheshat drishtadrishta phala samvadi visheshat ato na vrutha kalaha kartavyaha iti kalaha shamanam kritva satyapi samarthye kevalam pashyataha kalaha priyasya yat papam tena papena yujyeta. When you end up seeing two genuine parties debating each other, saying, oh, we are right, then you know both. And if you know both, then you say, hey, you are also right in your own way. They are also right in their own way. Both of you are right. So you don't have to condemn each other. You don't have to go wrong against each other, do wrong against each other. Both of you are right. Having been in that capacity to convey, and you don't end up doing that. Pashyataha, just watch Abba, how nicely they are fighting. Let them fight. Kevalam pashyataha tasya yat papam tena tasya papena yujyeta. May you end up may you end up getting that sin, result of that sin, which comes when you can moderate two fighting parties and bring them to peace. Instead of watching them, let them fight. So may you end up that situation. And we are in today's world in this situation, constantly at conflicting parties. And we, as knowledgeable people, where we can understand everything, and we know if you are sincere, you are right. You will get your path. You will get your results. So you don't have to say the other fellow is wrong. If you are sincere in your belief, in your path, in your services, go do that. You don't have to tell that the other guy is wrong. We should be able to tell this to both of these conflicting parties. Then we are apashyataha. Then we are not on this sinning party. But we are doing our best in. So for example, interfaith panel, participating in interfaith panels and giving them this enlightenment that, hey, everyone is right. As long as you're sincerely approaching that divinity, you are going to get it. So you don't have to say other fellow is wrong. If you say other fellow is wrong, then you are wrong. Then you are sinning. Don't sin. If we can enlighten them to that level, then we are doing our job and Rama will be happy. Vihinam, so many shapathas he has made from 21st shloka to 58th shloka, 38 shlokas he has made. He has listed all the papa sins that might that one will end up had he let Rama go away. Now coming back to the narration. Vihinam patiputrabhyam
Vihinam pati putrabhyam
Kausalyam parthivatmajah
Kushalyam parthivatmajah
evam ashvasayanneva
evam asvasayanneva
dukkharto nipapatah.
dukhartah nipapatah.
So Vihina Pati Putrabhyam Vihinam Kausalyam. This Kausalya, poor lady, she is she is ridden of Pati. Anyway, husband passed away. Putra, Rama also went away. Pati Putrabhyam Vihinam Kausalyam Parthivatmajaha, son of the Parthiva, the emperor king. Evam Ashvasayan, thus consoling her, giving her confidence, trying to convince her that he is not the reason for Rama's exile. Dukkhartaha, afflicted by all this pain and continuously making so many promises. Nipapata, he fell down. Tadatu shapathaih kashtaih
Tadatu
शपथैः कष्टैः
shapamanamachetanam
शपमानमचेतनम्
bharatam shoka santaptam
Bharatam
भरतं
Santaptam
Kausalya Vakyam Abravit.
Kausalya Vakyam Abravit.
By now Kausalya, by looking at Tadatu Kashtaihi Shapathaihi, with several such shapathas that he made. Because normally we say, don't even say a negative thing, because Tathastu Devatas are there. They say, there are gods who always say Tathastu. Anything you say, they'll say Tathastu. So we are never encouraged to say anything wrong, even at our home, family, mothers, wives. They'll say, don't say that negative thing. So, and here he is making 38 such shlokas of more than 50 sins. May they afflict me had I done this, such ones. So Shapamanam, one who is making these shapathas, Achetanam, unconscious, Bharatam, Shoka Samtaptam, unto that Bharata who has made all these promises or shapathas. I don't know what it is in English. Kausalya Vakyam Abravit. Kausalya said this to him. Mama dukkhamidam putra
मम दुःखमिदं पुत्र
bhuyas samupajayate
भूय समुपजायते
shapathaihi shapamano hi
शपथैः शपमानो हि
प्राणान uparunatsi me
प्राणानुपरणस्थिते मे
uparunatsi me
प्राणानुपरुणमिस्ति मे
runatsi
रुणत्सि मे
प्राणानुपरणत्सि me uparunatsi me. So Ayyo Bharata, Mama dukkham idam, ayo, my sorry, my pain, my cry. Idam bhuyaha samupajayate. Oh son, it is again doubling. Already I was feeling sorry. Now it is doubling. Why? Because shapathaihi shapamanaha. You have been making one after another shapathas, so many. And pranan uparunatsi. Uparunati is uparuddha. You are choking my life. I mean, my lives are now like held up with all these shapathas that you are making. Ayyo, sorry Bharata, sorry. Is what she is expressing here. Dishtyana chalito dharmat.
Dishyana charito dharma.
Atma te shubhalakshana.
Atma te shubhalakshana.
Vatsa satya pratigno me.
Vatsa satya pratigno me.
Satam lokam avapsyasi.
Satam lokam avapsyasi.
So she is blessing him. Dishtya na chalitaha dharmat. Are, you are fortunate one. Your mother is so, but you are, see how fortunate you are. Dishti. Dishti is not Telugu dishti. Here dishti means fortune. Fortunately, you are not wavered from dharma. You are not distracted from dharma. Te Atma, your Atma has not distracted from dharma. Shubhalakshana, and so who good charactered one, pious charactered one. There is a Pathantra called Sahalakshmana. That we'll see the other one. Shubhalakshana, Vatsa, oh my child. Satya Pratignaha, you are also just like Rama, Satya Pratignaha. You know what is reality and you stick to it. You are aware of it and you stick to it. May Satam Lokam Avapsyasi, you shall obtain that world of those great people. You will also obtain that. My blessings to you. Ityuktva chankamaniya.
Ityuktva chankmaniya
Bharatam Bhratruvatsalam.
Bharatam Bhatravatsalam
Parishvajya Mahabahum.
Parishvajya Mahabahum
Ruroda Brushadukhita.
Ruroda Brashadukhita.
So she cried. She vehemently cried. Why? Because Parishvajya, Mahabahum Parishvajya. There is another part of Mahatmanam. Mahatmanam Parishvajya, Mahabahum Parishvajya, by hugging Bharata. By Ankam Aniya. Ankam is laps, by bringing him onto her lap, hugged him. Ityuktva, by giving these blessings, she brought him nearby, had him sit in her lap, hugged him. And that Bharata, who is Bhratruvatsala, who is affectionate to his brother, such Bharatam Parishvajya Brushadukhita Aruroda. Ayyo, Bharata, what happened? What happened to us? All of that crying. Evam Vilapamanasya
Evam vilapamanasya
Duhkartasya Mahatmanaha
dukkartasya mahatmanaha
Mohat Shoka Samrodhat
moha chasoka samrodhat
Babhuva Lulitam Manaha.
babhuva lulitam manaha.
Evam Vilapamanasya, of Bharata, who thus crying, Dukkhartasya, with lot of dukkha and artha, with lot of pain and grief. Mahatmanaha, of that great Mahatma Bharata, Mohat cha Shoka Samrodhat, both with the illusion or with the lost consciousness, with the lost mind, Samrodhat, Shoka Samrodhat, and trying to control his Shoka. Samrodha is resisting. By resisting and controlling his Shoka, Manaha Lulitam Babhuva, his mind became very, very soft and loose, and it's very shaky. Lalapyamanasya
Lalapyamanasya
विचेतनस्य
विचेतनस्य
प्रणष्टबुद्धेः
प्रणष्टबुद्धिः
पतितस्य भूमौ
पतितस्य भूमौ
मुहुर्मुहुः
मुहुर्मुहुः
निश्वसतश्च धर्मम्
निःसतश्च धर्मं
सातस्य दुःखेन
तातस्य दुःखेन
जगामरात्रिः.
जगामरात्रिः.
So that night, meaning that whole day this conversation took place, and that night passed jagama dukkhena saratrihi tasya saratrihi dukkhena jagama. That night passed away with lot of pain and grief, like this, crying. Of whom? Of lalapyamanasya, of one who has been consoled. Vichetanasya, of one who is not fully conscious, not fully in his mind. Pranashta buddhehe, one who lost his mind and intellect. Patitasya bhumau, of one who is not able to stand and fell on the ground, lying on the ground. Muhuhu, again and again, over and over. Nishvasataha, exhaling, like that, continuously exhaling again and again. Tasya dharmam tasya dukkhena jagama saratrihi. Sorry, dirgham is the pathantaram. I think this is a typo there. Dirgham nishvasataha, long exhales. With long exhales, that night passed away in pain. Ityarshe Srimad
इत्यार्षे
Ramayane
श्रीमद् रामायणे
Valmiki
श्रीमद् रामायणे
वाल्मीकिये
Adikavye
आदिकाव्ये
Adhyakande
अयोध्याकाण्डे
Panchasaptatitamas Sargah.
Sabbatitama
पञ्चसप्ततितमः
Sargaha.
75th Sarga we completed. Anyone Shanti Mantra?
Okay.
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः